My name is Joel Smith. This is Keys and Conversations. This is the wonderful Adam Blackstone.
What's up, man?
Pleasure. Thank you. A Trenton native, raised in Willingboro, worldwide acclaimed. Just gonna ask him a few quick questions. I know he's got a busy schedule, so we're appreciative. So, real quickly, Adam, first of all, welcome home.
Thank you. Glad to be home.
How does it feel to be back in Trenton today? This time as a celebrated artist and director.
It feels amazing. I preach all over the world that, you know, there's no reason to leave your home. You don't have to fly to LA or go to New York or go to these other, what we deem big cities to try to make it. I am a proof of that. You know, right here, Trenton made me, and then the world takes me, and then I'm able to try to spread my wings all over the world. So it's nothing like being home, being celebrated by your own. My family is here, my friends are here, everybody that my play cousins and all of the things from church and all of that. Like, it feels so good to be honored by your own. Validates the work in a whole different way.
Outstanding. So let's take it back real quick. Now, as I said, you are a Trenton native, yes, but you spent your high school years in Willingboro, New Jersey,
yes,
town with a deep musical legacy.
Absolutely.
What role did Willingboro play in shaping your identity as a young artist and creator?
Man, I think Willingboro was huge for me. I liken Willingboro to being like when it was on the Cosby Show. Like, everybody was thriving. Mm-hmm. We had doctors and lawyers and musicians and actors and actresses, and it kind of, in a weird way, helped shape me for the world in a different place, because I saw black, affluent people all my life. Mm-hmm. So when I got out into the world and I realized that I am the minority, I was like, well, y'all can't tell me I'm not great. I done seen football players, track and field, musicians, doctors, lawyers. Like, we are great no matter what we look like, no matter the color of our skin. For me, as a musician in Willingboro, coming behind Boyz II Men, coming behind Ty Tribbett, coming behind City High, coming behind the Sanders Family, coming behind so many people, they pushed me at a very young age to be great. I was just speaking about my Broadway play now, being on Broadway, Hell's Kitchen. We had been doing plays like that at Willingboro High School all my life. Right. So I was like, if it's not to this standard, this is not what it is. Willingboro is a catalyst of what I've been able to do out in the world, for sure, through the theater and creative arts. For sure, my band teacher, Mr. Lesser, who has been an ally for African American children so much, he put a bass in my hand and told me to go fly and soar the world, and I was able as a freshman to see my mentor Derek Hodge thrive. He was a senior, and now he's a world-renowned composer and bassist. But all of that came from Willingboro nurturing us and telling us, you are already good and now go be great, and they gave us that platform to be great. So I'm thankful to Willingboro for sure. I'm
so glad you mentioned your teacher, because that was going to be my next question. Me being the son of two Trenton retired teachers, yes, also having had experience with your father, yes, when he was a teacher in the Trenton school system, I remember seeing him playing piano in classroom. And I was in the 7th grade and walking past the classroom and being fascinated by that. So we can never underestimate the power of great teachers.
And great music.
And great music and great musicians. Definitely. All right, so moving right along. Now, as a bassist and a musical producer, you've had the opportunity to work with so many legends. Yes. Specifically, talk about Jill Scott, then Justin Timberlake, Eminem, Dr. Dre, this goes on and on. I know, whatever do it. But just briefly touch on what it's actually like to work with people of this magnitude. Yeah,
I owe so much of my musical director prowess to Jill Scott. Mm-hmm. She was the first one to kind of, I'm going to say she was the first one that had already made it to give me the opportunity to be her musical director. I had been doing it around the city of Philadelphia, and that was honing, little did I know, it was honing my skills for the next thing. That's why I always like to tell young up-and-coming musicians and entertainers, each gig is the audition for the next thing. You never know who's watching you do what, whether it's church, whether it's a local ballet, whether it's a halftime at a high school football game. I used to do the national anthem for my high school football game, you know what I mean? Now I'm doing the anthem for the Super Bowl, you know? So each thing you have to do with excellence. And so Jill taught me of that. And I think heard about me and saw me. I was a bassist in her band first, before I was the musical director.
Okay.
And when she decided to go in another direction, she asked me to stay and be the musical director. So Jill Scott has been such a huge, she taught me how to, you know, be sensitive in the black woman, female musical side. You know, she tells me about colors and how colors represent sound and things like that. And then moving on, you asked her about Justin Timberlake. He was one of the first guys, non-black, that was like, don't conform to me. I want your sound. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a big deal for a pop artist, not just white, but just a pop artist in general, to say, bring what you have to me. And he gave me the confidence to know that I could do any genre of music. Because he got a little bit of soul, he got a little bit of country, he got a little bit of gospel, he got a little bit of blues, he got a little bit of, you know, pop in him. So all mixed together really brought out the good music that I was trying to do. Because I never considered myself just a church guy, or just an R&B guy, or just a hip hop guy. I wanted to do all forms of music because music just made me feel good. So Justin really instilled in me that, you know, as long as it feels good, it doesn't matter the genre. So it was good. And then working with Eminem, you said Dr. Dre, you know, them being lyricists, I learned from them, Kanye West as well, I must say. I've learned from them that the lyric plays such an important role in storytelling. So I didn't want to over-arrange. I wanted people to hear what they were saying as rappers, because they were in a place telling their story. Now it's my job to just enhance that. So as I learned that from the hip hop guys, I took that over to R&B and pop and just realized, like, hey, if the lyric doesn't mean anything to people, neither will the music underneath it. So I try to enhance that. So I've learned a lot from each and every situation that I've been in to try to infuse it and create my own sound.
It's amazing. A couple last questions. Now, you spent the day going around to some of the schools and dealing with some of the youth. Talk about what mentorship can mean to some of the young people who are trying to find their way in music in today's marketplace.
Not just music, but mentorship in general, man. We had a young man today ask about mental health. And like, I'm not sure if he heard that at home, heard that at school, read about it for his own self. So things like that are really the outlet for young youth to talk about and to say, hey, I'm struggling with this, or I want to know about this. How can I know about this? So mentorship outside of music is really just about being available to the youth to be a soundboard so that they can throw ideas at you. I say through my life experiences, this is what has happened to me. You can either choose the wrong thing or the right thing. And sometimes you don't know that it's the wrong thing that you're investing into too. So mentorship is huge for that, for sure. And I'm an advocate of education and an advocate for mentorship, for sure.
Tell me about some of the projects and things that you're really excited about going forward.
So I have new music that I'm working on. I'm so excited to have my now 4th album coming out, and in such a short period of time. I am working also on scoring the Ella Fitzgerald movie short through Netflix, and just excited as well. I haven't talked about this yet, but it is the 30-year anniversary of Waiting to a Tale, so we're going to do some reimagined things with the soundtrack. If everybody remembers, that was such a huge piece of culture. First all-woman soundtrack, first all-black, Babyface produced, and so we're going to do some things this year celebrating the 30-year anniversary of Waiting to a Tale. And then hopefully more, my play is doing so well on Broadway, Hell's Kitchen, go see that if you haven't. My girl Alicia Keys is just such an incredible producer, lyricist, composer, and just working on that and just trying to continue to do God's work, keep the music right, and keep God first.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the incomparable Mr. Adam Blackstone.
Thank you.
Sir, from everybody here in Trenton, New Jersey and beyond, we honor you, we thank you.
Thank you so
We
much.
wish you nothing but Godspeed and God's blessings.
God bless you.
Bless you. Thank you. That's Keys and Conversations. Thank you.